Good morning all. Hope everyone's well. Hope we're all well on Zoom. Hope we're all well on YouTube chat. And yes, sir, let's get it. Let me see the drill, see how all systems go or what. And we look good. We look good here. So, yeah, Tuesday today. Have a look at what's going on here in the market and, do the normal breakdown. And yeah, right off the bat, we have a very good question here from Fitness Tips and Travels is asking me, will the Forex market end in 5 years? And I'll tell you one thing, if the Forex market ends in the next 5 years, we have much bigger problems than worrying about going on the internet and trying to trade. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much, if the Forex market ends in the next 5 years, we'll be in a lot more trouble. A lot more trouble. You'll be lucky to get food on your table. Because if currencies collapse, then we definitely have a problem. So, no, I don't think it would be that quick. Now, could we see a massive shift? Yes, but not end. Different. So yeah, with that being said, let's have a look at news today on Tuesday. Yeah, a bit of consumer confidence and jolts. That's a little bit later though, not till basically after an hour, 30 minutes after NYSE open. So, not till probably late New York session. Otherwise, we're clean for London here. Bit of Spanish CPI for my guys trading Euro. Just, not too heavy this, but could have a spike. Otherwise, we have a bit of Gbpjpy here, but, nothing really we need to worry about. So, as for news here, pretty much clean here, pretty much clean. Not worried about too much. So let's go ahead and do the analysis here. So I'll start off on the daily time frame. We're at a really interesting spot today. I don't know. We could see. I really hope that it gets its it gets a move today, and it actually wants to break this range. But at the same time, what I hope and what I see is two different things, and I need to trade what I see, not what I hope. Right? So keep that in mind. So starting off on the daily time frame here, daily time frame, previous daily, this is a nice close. We are closing below the range, but not closing below these wicks. So we're still in this wick zone. What I do like is that we gave a retest to the top of the range, rejected the retest, and then came back down, right? So since we retested top of the range, rejected, broke structure here, and now we're breaking, basically the daily low has been broken and the weekly low has been broken as well. So we have all of these lows being broken here. We need to sustain below it, right? We need to sustain below it for sells here, right? So for sells to happen, for sells to play out, we need to maintain below this range here. Your volume is down. Let me try adjust the setting here, and you guys tell me if this fixes it. And also, guys, on Zoom, if it's too loud, let me know, because I'm gonna adjust the setting. All right. So I adjusted the setting now. Now let me know if you guys hear it go down or go up, all right? Because I changed the setting that I think was interfering with my mic, and we'll see if this fixes it, all right? So continuing on here, moving down to the lower time frame, 4 hours at a very, very, very crucial spot here. We have nothing closing below this support. This has been a massive rejection zone. No matter where we close, every time we've come down here, we've rejected. Even the last time we came down here, we rejected. Now, if we're going to grab liquidity, so let's bring back drawings, we will grab liquidity somewhere around from 187 here. If this is going to end up being a fake out, it's going to fake out somewhere inside of here. That still means that we can trade two here, but we need to keep that in the back of our mind that if we're seeing heavy, heavy rejection, then we need to probably, it'll be safer to get out just in case we don't want to end up in being caught in a wick like this and then it continues towards the upside. Now, knowing that if we do see that happen and we dip down into here and then start to leave this zone, then that means we could start to buy from down here. It's not a problem. We're at the bottom of the range here. Buys could still make sense, especially if this candle wants to flip and start to close above, back inside of its ranges here. There's opportunity for buys here, from the bottom of the range. But if we do end up wanting to break down, because I do like that daily candle close is a little bit, is quite a strong close here. But again, I need to keep in mind we're not below this support, and this has been my key zone. So realistically, where sells you can feel confident in sells is when we have higher time frame candles closing below 187 here, because then we won't need to reject this area here. All of this wicks here is some form of support here, and we can end up rejecting it, right? So we need to be careful with that. And yeah, you know, we need to watch, we need to see what ends up happening here. But that doesn't mean if we start breaking down there can't be an option, because during London time, all of these wicks down, this is very important statistic that no one has maybe hasn't noticed, but something I've noticed, every time we've reached the bottom of the range here has been after London. This was all NY, between London. This is all like, you know, nothing. We have not reached the bottom of the range during a London session. So it's either been Asian or something like that, or it's happened over New York. So what's interesting to me is, okay, if we're in a London session and we're at the bottom of the range, will this be the one that if it breaks, it gives the continuation? And I think it's worth the shot, and we can always manage. Or if it just immediately goes in drawdown, then that's how it is, right? We gave it a shot and it's worth it. We can't be right all the time. And that's how we have to approach this scenario. But if we see something just dump really quickly, no entry, and start to reject and come back in the range, I'm going to be taking this as basically more of an opportunity to potentially look for upside here, right? Not only downside, right? So yeah, you know, this is what's going on here in terms of that. Moving down, we have obviously a 1 hour candle. I would like to see it close below this support here. This is a 15 and 1 hour support. This would be a good, if it could close below, give us confidence for more downside. 30-minute as well, I believe we have a support here as well. Yes, we do. It's a 30-minute support, 1 hour, and then our next support is down here. Is that the same on the 15? Let's have a look. Yes, it is the same on the 15. So that's our next 30 support. Have a look at that range. So if we do start to get below this zone here, we do have a range of around 15 pips to here, around 9 pips to 187, where we would potentially grab liquidity. So we've just taken out, you know, basically come and tapped into this 187.99 here, rejecting already heavy. So it's nice to see the rejection first, because it'll give more confidence that if we were to get below, I would see probably more continuation here. I notice high time frame setups give 200% more confirmation. Yeah, it definitely helps because it's following bias, right? It's helping you if it's an active setup on the higher time frame. It helps. But another way you could look at it is that the setup we take will lead into an active setup on the higher time frame, right? Regarding gold positions, different from Forex positions. So we see 280, 20 pips. Depends which side you're looking at. So if you use the measuring tool here, and you see this number, you either times this by 10 or divide the number on the right by 10. So probably you're referring to the right number, and if you are, then you are correct, right? It would be 28. This would be 41 pips. So gold here, let's have a look at gold. That's basically GJ, pretty simple, straightforward plan here. We're still in the same range on GJ, just at the bottom now. So hopefully we can do some action. Daily time frame yesterday on gold ended up closing bullish here above the range. So very interesting close here on gold. We're above this daily resistance now. And, you know, we're pushing into this 4 hour zone as well. We want to get it back above. This is the same zone yesterday where we rejected, right? So when we go down on the 4 hour, you'll see that. And that's basically our 4 hour resistance right around here. You can just move this up, mark this as 4 hour resistance. 4R. And no idea where this line is coming from. No idea. I don't know why I drew that line. That's a random line. So that's our 4 hour resistance here. We need something to get above that, to be honest, to look for more continuation here. We're very close to the top of the range already. So I probably want to see support above this area here. Then you should have a pretty clean shot to fill this wick. And then maybe tap into this resistance here at 2041. See how the 30-minute looks. I mean 15. Yeah, 2041 would be your next target here. That would be a 15 resistance. Based on what structure is doing at the moment, I mean this area here is mad. You know, we rejected, and all heavy rejections, like no joke rejections. Like look at this. These are all heavy rejections from this zone. 130 pip rejection, 130 pip rejection. This one is a mad one. 240 pip rejection, and then yesterday we got a 160 pip rejection here, right? 160 pip rejection, you know. So obviously tough zone. You want support above. Don't be rushing yourself in this zone. You rush to take buys in this zone, you're asking for a slap. So take your time, you know, and either do what happened yesterday, wait for pullbacks. Obviously, this is more Asian, we had that. Or you just wait for support above this zone and you'll have room to trade till 2041. So that's basically your options on gold. Another thing you could try is that if price comes back here and creates a support, you could try trade back up to this high here as well. But we need to see how this pulls back and if there's enough room. And that's basically it. Right, and that's basically what we're going to look for in terms of gold here. I'm more bullish than bearish here. Until I see this 4-hour candle flip and close bearish, I'm not really looking for sells. It's pretty simple. That's pretty much it, man. Pretty much it. That's how I'm gonna run it. Yeah. So I probably need this 4-hour to close bearish before even considering sells. And yeah, we're at the top of the range now. So we're at the bottom of the range on GJ and top of the range on gold. So yeah. I placed 2 positions on gold yesterday on MetaTrader 5. I didn't enter maybe because stop loss is small, or what's the reason? It didn't enter because stop loss. Yeah, you need to check what's your stop loss, or you were over margined. What sound did it make? Did it go gang? That means that you had over margin. Means that your account size could not handle the lot size. So please spend time understanding that. Otherwise, you're going to put yourself in a really crap position. If you can't understand risk, you're going to be stuck. So go check a lot size calculator and you know, check that out, because otherwise you're gonna put yourself in a very sticky position, right? You're going to probably you know, over margin and then lose a lot, which is not exactly what you want to do. No point of wasting money. So yeah, that's the analysis, guys. I appreciate everyone sticking through the analysis. Yesterday I got in trouble for asking if you guys enjoyed the analysis. I have to ask, did you guys understand the analysis? Instead of asking you guys if you enjoyed the analysis, but I'm still gonna ask if you enjoyed the analysis. And if you did, yeah. Of course he asked it. He said it in chat. Don't ask if we enjoyed. No, you have to ask if you understood the analysis, not enjoyed. And and yeah, if you guys did, you know the drill. Can we do the YouTube business? Would appreciate it if we could leave a like on the stream here. Get the likes up to about at least with 400 of us in here, we can get at least 150. I would appreciate that. Right? I would appreciate that. Enjoyed and understood? Good. Test if we understood, ask something. Well, if you understood, you should be able to take the trades, right? That's it. So if you don't understand, if I start seeing questions about where's stop loss and all of this, then that. I did already took. Where did you take it? Well, that'd be breaking rules, right? Because you're trading early now. So is that a good trade? Or is there a reason behind it? A buy. Oh, yesterday. Why would you take a buy there? What time is that, man? 3:15 in the morning? What are you doing, man? Okay. Checking, man, checking. Need to make sure. Hey, if you notice most of a huge rejection on gold, do you just point out that they're also in London and NY session? Those were NY. Those rejections were NY. I remember the times when we were only 20, 40 on streams. Yeah, that was the times, man. Waiting for previous candle to break the low to enter. I think I'm waiting personally for a close here. I prefer an hour close here in 10 minutes, which would also be the 15 close. That would give me a lot of information here. Hey man, 15 close below 4 hours, adequate confirmation. What's the weight of a 15-minute candle? Well, it won't be a 15, it would be an hour, right? Would be an hour. So whenever we have the hour closing, it's always riskier when we have a 4-hour zone here, but we are already below the 4 hour. This is the 4 hour. We would get below the 15 and we would rely on the volume of the next 1 hour candle to give us the move. So if there would be no volume, if it's just going to be a fake out zone, yeah, that's a trade that we're going to lose. But if not, if we are able, then we're in early and we're in from a good spot. Is there a daily there too? The 15 is the same as the daily. It's a little bit higher. So I'm taking the 15, which is lower, so I don't need to mark the daily. But it's not immediate daily, it's a previous daily. If it comes back to 87309. 309. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that would probably be where your early spot is. You kind of want just like a change of structure in here, but yeah, that's probably where you would buy. But you don't want a straight candle, you know? You want it to pull back, then close above, not just a... That's too hard. Harry, I always have counter trend planned in my analysis. Do you think it isn't always necessary if it fits the second structure plan? Just seeing your thoughts after backtesting. I rarely take counter trend, man. Tell me when's the last time I took counter trend. It's not viable. I rather not take a trade than try to counter trend trade. On gold, it's a lot different. But on gold, that doesn't really count as counter trend. Shut up and make me a trade with Lime. Alright, brother. Thank you. Man, I hope this thing just doesn't rip. We need to survive here. We need to survive 8 minutes. Can you check this? Yeah, of course, man. Alright. Close below here. Yeah, entry... Yeah, your entry needs to be either if you went early, needs to be break of this low, or is going break of low, or needs to be break of that low. Otherwise, it's fine. I like it. Clean candles to the left. Pretty straightforward trade. But need to take break of low, you will avoid that drawdown. There you go, man. Yeah, you see the close below, you wait for the close below, not just go break of low, and then you take it point to point. There you go. Well done, man. Good trade. Good trade. You're gonna take off the rip or the candle high? I'm gonna take candle low, but I hope that it just can chill here for a little bit. 7 minutes I need to survive. I need the hour candle to close below here. And I don't need it to dump down here. I'm not entering on a 5 minute because this is a very heavy rejection zone. I don't care if I miss the trade, not entering on a 5 minute. Reason being is yesterday we were in the exact same scenario as yesterday. Remember when we were looking at 5 minute entries yesterday and how many times it rejected? 5 minute rejected, 5 minute close below rejected, 5 minute close below rejected. That's a scenario where you can see that 5 minute is not going to be good. So if today it plays out, remember long term I'm saving myself from these losing trades. Right? But the 15 will give me the full confirmation, which is also the hour. I also don't want to get stuck in a big heavy 1 hour candle pullback here. Thunder would be sweet? Yes, it would actually. What's your initial bias for GJ? I think it's more bearish than bullish, but I'm just cautious of the zone. Harry, I see a support at 186.950. I agree. I also see a support there. I was suffering from information overload, hopping from strategy to strategy until I found your channel, and thank you for being my mentor. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you were able to understand the information and benefit from it. Hit the like button, guys, for this free stuff he's giving us. Appreciate it, man. Man, check out USD CAD in 15-minute time frame. Okay, man. I'm locked in on GJ at the moment. Spread is tight on GJ? That's good. Means that volume is back. Where are you getting tight spread, man? I'm at 1.2. Come on, man. One 1.2, yeah, everyone's at 1.2. GJ could melt, yeah, it needs to close below this 15 here, and the 1 hour needs to close below the 1 hour. We have a 1 hour support here, we need to close below. Is it better to have more spread than commission, vice versa? I prefer less spread and more commission because of my break-evens. Because $7 per lot is cheaper than a 10 lot at minus 1 pip because of spread triggering me later. So if you think, let's say I'm using a standard account and my spread is higher. Let's say I enter 2 pips above. If I enter 2 pips above on a 10 lot, that's $200. And commission would be a little bit cheaper, just slightly cheaper. So I think it's just better to get tighter spread. Right, before this candle closed, let me go to the toilet. Make a call as well. Do you already know SL where it will be? Where do you think it will be? That was a quick call in history of calls. No, I was saying I'll make a call to the bank, right? It's like a joke. News in 2 minutes? I don't think any news. See how big above candle, 11 pips. Yeah, I'll probably run it like 12 pips. Not right above the high, a little bit above the high. Alright, 41 seconds for this candle to close. See if we can get below or we close above. Knowing GJ probably closes above, but then that keeps us safe, right? That keeps us safe. But I really want to see this 1 hour close below this support. Would help a lot in the next candle. It's trying. 9 seconds. Can we close below? It's gonna be last minute this, huh? Damn. That's closing above there. So I probably need, if that's closing above, I probably need a 5 minute candle closing below this zone here. for sells to make sense. It's a thunder on 5 minute, yeah, but 1 hour closed above, man. 1 hour closed above. So you need another confirmation here if you want to be safe, and I want to be safe in this zone. So SL can be that thunder? No, still above the 15. 5 minute close already below? Technically, yes, it did, but we don't have any other time frame closing below here. Nothing. No 30 minute, no 15 minute, no, only 5 minute. That's not confirmation. That's just entry. Next 5 minute close below, yeah, if it doesn't just melt here. It's a tough one, because we close right at support here. So I would just break my rules if I rip this and get lucky today. And this sucks, you know. I don't want to break my rules, so I'll have to find another way to get in. Depends. I mean, if I want to break my rules and go ahead and do it, I could have, yeah, no problem. Break my rules here. And say that, you know, screw it. 1 hour didn't close below, 30 minute didn't close below, 15 minute didn't close below, but I'm still gonna take the trade. And then you get lucky today. It plays out. But run that trade 100 times and tell me how it works. Why didn't it work here? Why didn't it work here? Why didn't it work up here at this supports? You know? So I'll just have to wait for some sort of extra 5 thunder now and see what happens. Real predictable, GJ always has to close a milli pip above and then push. Well, it's not much of a push, right? You would break even at 187 and now it's coming back to entry. So it's not really much of a push, to be honest. Look at the range you have below. It's not really the end of the day. You have a big room here. Seven pips? Nah, man. What 7 pips? Yesterday we had 7 pips. We took break even. I feel if we can get something below 187 here, we could anticipate volume to push through this support here. Right? Because at least we're not trading at it, we're trading through it. So I think that could be something as well. I'll keep an eye on that. Range below CPI? Yeah, but look behind it as well, man. It's clean. And then clean here. Where I already have that mark, previous 1 hour. Why can't GJ just give us the simple option here and just close below? What if my line was wrong? No, right at. Even if I perfectly put my line. Super perfect, let's see. Accurate to the millimeter. No, right at. If we can get a 5 minute pullback now and something closing. That 5-minute I can't even speak. Represented the slingshot. What slingshot? Huh? Don't know what you're going on about. Gold 1 hour not closing above 2025. You would need gold to close above this 2036 before seeing continuation. But I'm locked in on GJ here. GJ seems to be pushing here. Need to see if I can try find a way in. Why didn't you enter on the pullback? I don't enter until I see confirmation of price closing. So for me, this is not really a pullback here. This is just a wick. A pullback would be something like this, right? And if we do have a pullback, then I could enter on stuff like this, especially when you see something like this, bearish candle close followed by bullish and then a bearish candle. I like that. That's nice to enter on a pullback trade. But this is not a time I'm trading. This is at 6:30 a.m. You're a solo trader? Not sure what you mean by solo trader. I think all traders are solo, but if you do you mean I trade by myself? I mean, I have everyone who's here around me with me. Otherwise, yeah, I do trade by myself. If we can hold below this 187, this is good. This is good. I feel we could push through this support here. Get some sort of 5-minute structure coming. Will be good. I'm so salty about this because I know it's happening. So why are you salty if you knew? So why didn't you take it? So if you knew it's happening, lack of clarity. So then if there's lack of clarity, why are you salty? Because that's outside of your control. Your job is to control what's inside of your control. So if you had lack of clarity and, you know, I took it before when I was saying non-support. Took what before when I was saying non-support? This one was a non-support. Yeah, but this one you also count as a non-support? How, man? This is 1 hour, 30-minute everything. It was about to close below, bro. It was just timing, right? Too emotional, man. Then you should have taken it, man. So then you're to blame. If you want to be hard on yourself like that, then be hard. And say, I should have taken it. And now you have to suffer that you're not in. Or you look back at it and say, okay, you know, since I had lack of clarity during the time, I wasn't sure if it closed below or not. I'm okay. I'll accept that this is an entry I couldn't get in, and I'll wait for another option here. Why would I blame me when I can blame you? Oh yeah, everyone blames me, brother. Crying baby? Damn. Right, 4 minutes for this 15 to close. We'll see if we can close below this 15-minute support here. See what's up. Move is gone, man. Man, if you're going to be toxic like this, then maybe take a break. Maybe take a break. I don't think you are in the right headspace to trade at the moment. Come back tomorrow to the charts. When I'm not confident on a trade, I just trade in demo. Yeah, that sometimes can help FOMO, right? That's a good way. If you have a lot of FOMO in your trading, you can just pull a demo trade just to make sure that you don't have FOMO. And then see how they play out. And if you notice they play out most of the time on your demo, and then you're live, you're losing, then yeah, maybe that means that it's not FOMO. Maybe you need to look at, hey, maybe I'm too risk adverse. No, VTXP, not really, man. Look at the range we had. It's not been a massive move. 17 pips. It's you know, we can expect a big breakout in this move. Of course, it's frustrating to see this rip. I'm not going to use the previous 4 hour. No, which previous 4 hour? 86,904. I don't see previous 4 hour 86,904. No, man, everything has been crossed through twice. I'm not too worried about that. This is a beautiful move, man. Wow. This is massive. Very unfortunate, very unfortunate. Now probably it's gone because Claudio jinxed it. He was so pissed that DJ's like, you know what? I'm going to rub it in his face now. Yeah, now probably, guys, it's basically, you know, need to wait a while here. This is basically a mistrain, unfortunately. And that sucks. It's just a pip. Pip below that 1 hour. Unfortunate. It's literally my friend. I didn't mark the 1 hour. What a pity. Yeah, man, great. Should have been in then, right? Yeah, it's a beautiful move here. Beautiful, beautiful move. Just really unfortunate about this candle here. I really wish we could have just done it. That would have been so easy here. It's just very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. And sometimes that will happen. But what to do? As I said here, I could break my rules and today it would have paid off here. But I don't know how many times long term. And I have to sit here and watch this candle go. But if it's not my plan, then I don't really feel like I missed it. It's just frustrating that I have to be stuck in a range for so long, and then when it wants to break out, it does it like this. It's just GJ, and if you're not used to GJ, good luck, because it will slap you so many times. It will slap you so many times before it gives you the one. And you can avoid those slaps and just take your piece of the market and get on with your day. Not even 1 minute pullbacks here. We'll see if we can find a move in here. Hopefully this next 15-minute open gives us... We have range. It's not like we're stuck without range. We have room. We have room to find a 15-20 pip move in here. So as long as we can just get some sort of 5-minute structure here, I'll have somewhere to put stop loss and find a way in. If not, if this just melts, then yeah, one of those days. Look at gold. I think gold's in the same spot, man. Gold's in the same spot. It's very, very small range to try trade from here up to here. If you look at this, 4 pips, it's very, very small. 4 pips is too small. You know, so you really just want to leave that 2036 area. If you can leave that 2036, will be good. You had beautiful move late Asian. Did you take it? Were you up for late Asian? Yeah, EU had a few moves here. Just looked at it then. Yeah, it's good to observe, and then once you start to see more consistency, yeah, once you start to see more consistency of that time, you can do it. Yo, check GBP PLN. I don't look at GB. I don't even have it on my chart. I'm sure it's a mad move. It broke the weekly low and then previous day won't it go? Previous day low, previous day low. Won't it make a lower low then push up for a new high? No, I don't think so. If this is going to be a breakout day where GJ breaks out, it will push heavy. It will push heavy. It will push at least 50 pips. So we're only halfway through the move. And we're not even at London Open yet, right? We still have London Open that can bring in volume and push this out the range. Remember, the bigger the range, the bigger the breakout. So I'm willing to give it more of a shot because we have range here. So if I can find a way in here, I'm happy to give that a shot. There's been a thunder, but I closed back above. Yes. Well, I was going to even rip it. My plan was, okay, fine. If we close back above, then if something can close below here, I can go. Right? Something close below. I just wanted the 1 hour to close below support. That would have given a lot of confirmation. Because it's not only a 1 hour support. If it was just like a 15-minute support, then yeah, break of the low can go. But this for me, this was a 30-minute here. This was a 15-minute as well. So at least just something closing, like at least a 5. That's what I was waiting for. So I said, I don't care that this closed above, but if the next candle closes below here on a 5, then I can give it a shot. Kind of like this exact scenario here, right? You see price closes at support, rejects it. But when we have the 5-minute candle closing below the support, that gives you the move. And that's what I want you guys to take note. Today, yes, it played out, right? But you could have caught the same move yesterday, okay? Same 34 pip move, right? Do some measuring. That's the same 34 pip move. Look at the move today, all right? 26 pip move. It's the same move, but you have more confirmation here. So it's not like you missed anything long term. And I think that's what people have to understand here. So this is what I was waiting for. Instead of going break of low, I was waiting for the 5-minute close below to give the confirmation. And that close would have given me the confirmation to take in the trade, which happened yesterday, right? So the same thing I wanted here would have been the exact same setup. Can't we find a way in where it pulls back to the support now and then resistance and it goes short? Yeah, we can. I mean, now it's pulling back. It's going to give opportunities. Even now, if we see this 15-minute candle close weak bearish, we can go break of low, setup number 3. If this 5-minute creates a resistance and closes below here, that's going to give you a pullback trade to get back down to this 1-hour resistance, right? You have 11, 12 pips and then continuation. And this is a previous, it's a watch zone, right? So yeah, trying to trade from up here, I would just be careful that this doesn't just become ending up a rejection here. So end up something like that. You don't like the thunder? This doesn't count as a thunder. Need to check out the thunder. Thunder, it's not a strong bullish candle close. Thunders are weak bullish candle closes. Like these. Something that shows you that price is rejecting. This is showing that price is creating a strong support. I'm currently 1.5% down on demo. How do you deal with drawdown? Since you're on demo, this is completely not a problem to have. Use this as lessons. Understand why you're down 1.5%, right? And once you can find out why you're down 1.5%, then you can reverse engineer from that, right? Is it your entries? Is it your stop loss placement? Is it your analysis? So keep experimenting. Bro, where do you have a description of your playbook? Because I know the moves with other names and I'm confused, want to read them quick. In the free Discord, man, I have the main setups as a PDF. In resources, if you go to resources, you will see. It is this one, price actions PDF. On days like this, if this is going to be a breakout day, then we could just have heavy continuation today. Heavy continuation. So I don't mind, especially end of month, have profits from the end of month. I don't mind risking that at riskier shots if I miss the original safer entry, right? So I didn't get the entry I wanted, which would have been just a classic entry here. So I don't mind riskier shots now, just to rely that, hey, listen, this might be a big breakout and the opportunity is worth it. It may not be Friday, but I'm feeling the full margin spirit. There was 2 times where price was in this current zone for a few days back, which was an LTA, and one was 2015 LTA as well. Yeah, it's a pretty high volume zone here. Even if you look at it on 1 hour, we passed through it pretty smoothly here last time. And if I scroll back, it won't let me scroll back, but yeah. Actually, yeah, now we're here. Seems to pass through this zone pretty easily. If the 15-minute flips, we can rely. Yeah, I'll probably just go like 1% on that, or 0.5, depends on your normal. Just because it's a flip, you would use current stop loss on this current candle high, more aggressive. Or setup 3, then you can, take it as a setup 3. Do I use Fibonacci? Only if we're at all-time highs and I need to find targets. What's the max amount of pips you would trade usually? I have a 30 pip stop loss. Depends on my target. I don't set max. If I have a big enough target, but with the average push that we get, probably I'm looking like no more than 20 something pips. 22 pips, but yeah. I'd break the lowest low. So it would be previous candle. If you take a nice win in London, would you show up or look at positions in NY or come back the next day? Mainly come back the next day because my job is done and I want to create more time for myself. Do you ever use market stops or limits? I use buy stops sometimes, sell stops, but not limits. No, my trading is not really a limit order type trading. But mainly executions. Say we get an entry here, is this a good run opportunity? Yeah, if it pushes heavy, yes. If not, then it won't. It will depend on how the trade pushes. But yeah, could be worth just closing half. This ideal setup 3, yeah, if it can close like this, not any stronger, would be good. Probably shouldn't have said. No, we'll see. We should be fine. Thanks, I'm out. See you again. Cheers, man. Take care. All right, 15 minutes close here. Close with a support here. This is kind of forming a setup 3 now. And yeah, we can make a top wick here and start to break through this low. I feel we could have some downside continuation. So I'll look for an entry if we can break below this low down here. Stops a bit above to give breathing room. Yeah, like a pip or two above. Can I use indicator called smart money concepts? I think that's a style of trading, not an indicator. SL can be better based on victory team LTA. Victory lane, victory team. Entering here. Yeah, if you want to run that tight stop, you know, that's fine. I'm just going to give myself breathing room just in case. Because I think we're bearish, you know. I'm just going to keep above the 15 high. 936. Depends on your broker, just above this one here around 960, 950. Can you please zoom a bit? Yeah, sure. Are you from Egypt? Nope. For monthly close, are they going to be stops will be taken out? No, that's not how you should be thinking of your trade. Stop loss above monthly highs? No thanks, no thanks. I'm okay running that. I don't want to run that big stop loss. Planning on sell stop? I'll probably just mark it. Gold moving? Yeah, it's coming close to that zone now, getting above it. I wonder if gold breakout could be a trade here. Gold breakout did work yesterday. Oh damn, that just spiked. No bottom wick. This is pushing GJ up as well? No, it's not. Do you mainly trade breakouts? No, I don't mainly trade breakouts. It just depends on the scenario. I prefer to trade, you know, a volume-based push here. Something that's going to have volume, that's going to give me a push in a certain direction. Bro, yeah, gold is just popped off here. We have to check if this is not any news that just came out. Oh, you look okay. Some oil news. I thought it may be some oil news. Oh yeah, this is going to be delayed, so we'll only know in 2-3 minutes here. We have to just, there's some oil news probably that might have come out. Nice one, man. Oh, took it from break of this high, yeah. How big was that range? 7-8 pips. Good work. Right, GJ is starting to move here. Once again, it fills a clean zone. Yeah, but remember we tried that at the beginning of the year when price just broke through that same very, very clean zone just to reject. You remember that trade? So that's the problem with that, is that it doesn't always work. It's just a cycle that we're going through. So it's really hard to time those cycles when it is going to be a time where we're just breaking through zones without closing above or below. I wish I could, there's a way that we could realize a time when we can go with just break instead of close. But I know close is always going to work no matter what. So that's why I just default to the close. One hour breakout was the move. Did the 1 hour give you an option here? Close above or something? Yeah, maybe this. If you count on the wick fill. I won't just try to buy into that, you know. 928. No, I put stop loss above previous high. 15 high. Was gold news? I'm not seeing anything just yet, so probably not as far as I can see. Yeah, as far as I can see, it's not. If you're buying up there off the 1 hour, you're a cowboy. Yeah, it's a little bit tough. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't be upset that this is the one that pushed through, because you would have got messed up a lot of times here, man. Just buying that breakout. This one broke out just to reject. Broke out just to reject. Yesterday broke out just to reject. Taking half risk? No, 1%. Gold short? No, I wouldn't be shorting right now though. Talk to me about your exclusive group. You changed the website. What's the difference between the two options you're offering? Exclusive group is just our private community here. I'd recommend you watch the video. It explains. It's basically, it's where the gang is, man. If you want to, you know, if you want to get access to all of my content, you know, we have this content that we have here, recorded from the webinars. We do weekly webinars. You want to be part of the Zoom calls, then you join the exclusive group. Feedback on your trades and stuff like that. It's just like a community where you look to really excel your trading. The other thing that I had on my website was one-on-ones, but that's closed. That's closed. I mean, the exclusive group is it will open on February. So that's what that is, man. Can we be said that gold's not really ready breaking out London? It's done it yesterday and today. Only issue is that you have to rip it on 5 minute. 5 minute has been working. Yesterday it happened super early though, so it's just we don't know what time the breakouts are coming. Yesterday was like 10:15 it came, and this was like on a 15-minute close. So this was easy, right? This gave you the close, 15-minute close. Today, this was just a volume push. Oh shit, GJ getting close. Five minute no top wick. Yeah, it's just a 5 minute. Since we're basing off 15, if we were basing off 5, yes, I want 5 minute to have top wick if we were basing off 5. But we're basing off higher time frame. But it seems like it's making one now, which is going to be better for us. Oops. I mean, with 3 minutes left, we just want to see the 15-minute close below this support. Getting close to the low now. See if we can break it now. Teasing it. Mine's already broken. Mine didn't break. Not yet. Literally tapped it. Like this. I always give myself a pip though, as always. Alright, now we broke it. Got triggered here as we broke that low. That broke it for me now on my broker. Stop loss above the highs here. Target somewhere down here. Hopefully this 15-minute can close back. That did break it on my broker the second time. And yeah, let's see. Hopefully the 15-minute closes below support. Would like to see this close below support. Would be a lot better here to see it close below support. Close below, GJ. Come on, close below. Alright, technically still close below here. Just below. So now we need to really break this low here. Once we break this low, we should be good. That's kind of the only issue with this trade is we haven't broken the low. But once we break the low here, should be okay. This is the problem. Maybe I could have waited for the close here. I think if you're not in, wait for the break of the low. I would have waited for break of the low. This is the, because this would be my entry break of the low right here. But I'm already in. That's personally what I've done. But if you're not, just wait for break of the low. That will be the trade. Because if this doesn't break the low, then high chance it's going to stop me out. Waiting because it didn't trigger me? Yeah. If it didn't trigger you, you're fine. Wait for break of low. I should have checked the time that there was only 2 minutes for the candle to close. But it's too late. Already in. Do you have your lessons? What do you mean, did I have my lessons? Will you manage the trade on 5-minute close inside the range? Yeah, ideally I should have waited for 15 close. I didn't check the time. Because now 5-minute closing the range seems very likely here. I really wanted to be entered if this candle can break the low here. But I'm already in. So to manage this trade, I'm probably going to manage based off... I don't even think I can manage this trade, to be honest. I don't think I can manage this trade. Yeah, I don't think I can manage this trade. Because this is the mistake in this trade is I needed to wait for this 15-minute to close here. So hopefully this can flip and break the low. But if this can break the low, that would have been my ideal entry. That's per my rules of entering is when 50-minute close break of low. We haven't broke of low on this new 15. So this can just be a top wick at the moment, and that's what we'll have to see here. Oh, no, thank you. What we did first fits our plan, yeah, but it was literally a minute before the close. So a minute before the close, I think it would have just been better to wait for the close. Even if it's a little bit deeper, then we can at least avoid this top wick, you know? Because now we're sitting on that decision of, okay, is this going to flip or is it not going to flip? Until it flips, once it breaks the lows here, yeah, now it's totally, everything's fine. But this is the only risk in this trade is that we have not broken lows here. We're respecting lows. So it can break highs first before it breaks lows. Yeah, we just need to see it break this low. Then when it breaks this low, I have probabilities in this trade. At the moment now, we need it to break the low. This 5-minute no top wick. Came so close to breaking the low. There we go. Now the low's broken. Cool. Someone sent a super chat. Are you in sales on GJ? Yes, I personally am in sales on GJ. No need to send a super chat. This next candle here will be London Open candle, yeah. Hopefully we get a push at London Open. Yeah, we just need some more volume coming in. It's just kind of chopping at the moment. Once it re-breaks its own low, that's where we should get the drive. Hit the like so it goes down. Still keeping same SL on London Open? Yeah, but I'll probably manage. I'll manage. It'll be like a reaction based thing, you know? Did your SL get hit? Because you were running that very type SL, right? So you're out, right? This one. So now this stopped you out, right? What's your re-entry plan? Or maybe that's it for you. Close below here, open, no bottom wick, just pushing up right now. Very interesting. 5 minute, yeah, this 5 minutes is a little bit unfortunate. A bit of an FU candle, right? Just coming out of nowhere, no bottom wick, opening up, ripping up with volume here. I think if we start breaking above this high, I can think about managing my trade here. Especially if we close above this high, I will manage my trade here. If we re-break its own high here, if we re-break its own high, I will close the position. Not yet. Just watching the 1 minute here. See this 1 minute? If we re-break its own high here, I'll get out. So basically my stop loss on this open here, on this open will basically be moved to this 15-minute high. That's basically what's going to happen here. Unless it breaks it now just before. If not, I can survive it. Alright, I'm out of that position right there. Got out for minus 11. Minus 12 actually. That popped up there. So luckily got out. You can see. Got out before that jump there. As I said, as it broke the high, I would get out. So as it broke the high, I got out basically. And yeah, that is that. So manage that trade for minus 12 pips. Yeah. Unfortunate. Thank you, GJ. Now I have a massive gap in my broker. Now watch it just rip towards the upside with this gap. Look at this gap, open gap up. Yeah, so manage for there, minus 12. And that's that. Part of the game. Thank you, GJ, being January and being shit. Once it re-broke the low here, it was valid setup for sure. Minus 0.25%. Yeah. 1 hour no bottom wick. It has on my broker. Look, check your broker, guys. Check your broker. It should look like this. Like, look, it opened with just a gap here. Right? So your broker probably does have a wick here. I'm still willing to re-enter if something closes back below this zone here. But there's no way I could get out of this. Big loss for you today. I should have managed it, man. You should have lost less than we expected. Much less. You should have lost like 4 pips less. Around 3.5 pips less. 1% on that. Now I lost 0.8%. It's okay. Part of the game. Followed the plan and that was it. Plan has won before, it will win in the future. It's just annoying, right? Of course it's annoying. Annoying that we're not just getting continuation. But I'm happy to give myself a shot on a breakout, you know, especially when GJ has been ranging all the time. Now it's going to drop. I'm still willing to sell GJ, but not back into this support. I would need to see us get back below because now we've created this change of structure here. So since we created a change of structure, we can use this as support. Imagine you were looking for buys today, right? Imagine you're looking for buys. That's where you'd be, you know, you would expect price to respect. Right? After that push, we could expect a pullback. We did wait for the pullback right here, right? It pulled back, it respected this, it tried to come up again, it respected, it broke the low once, then re-broke the low twice. This is just, you know, nothing you can do about this. You either sit on your hands and you don't take any trades, right? And you just say, okay, I'm not taking any trades. Or you give yourself an opportunity and pop 1% risk on that and give it a shot. Right? Anyone still holding? I really hope not. I really hope not. Oops. Yeah, 13. What was your lot size on that? Oh, I popped an 8 on that. SL hunting? Yeah, it just popped up here. What can we do? Up my risk on this one? I told you guys 1%, 1%, 1%. Always the case. You guys go way too hard. Then you cry. You'll make 1K if you win per trade? Yes, exactly. I'm always 2%? Okay, then you're fine. What about gold? Yeah, we saw what gold did, right? Popped up here, pushed through, and now it's just chilling off. So I think that was not any news here. So can't be mad about this one. It ticked all the boxes. Yeah, this is a good loss. Like this ticked all the boxes. Yeah. I mean, we waited for a pullback. We weren't just jumping in this. And this was a major zone we're breaking out of that we expect continuation. We only had not too much of a big push here, you know, 26 pips on a breakout zone. And we know when price breaks out, you can see it how it normally rips. We normally get big movements here. I was expecting something like this type of continuation, just continuation. You see, we have a big push here, something very similar to this, right? We break the high here. This is a 24, 25 pip push. We pull back. Next candle, when it breaks the high again, that was our entry, basically the opposite way around. If you look at this, the opposite way around, that's exactly the way we entered here, right? We waited for the next candle to break the low. This is what we were waiting for, right? This is the exact same trade here. Stop loss was above the high like this. Look, even the same size stop loss, 16 pip stop loss. and then we would have had a target. And you can see how that works, right? We broke the low, came back up, and then continued. Now watch this scenario. I mean, opposite way around. Watch this scenario right here. It's the exact same trade, right? Watch. See? Came back down, broke the low. We would expect the continuation. I would take this trade again and again and again and again. Wow, very stupid, shitty strategy with poor risk to reward. Yeah, man. Thank you. Then don't copy, right? It's okay, man. I'm making money in these markets, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what happens to you guys. Right? You should focus on you. I'm following my plan, and the risk to reward on this trade was fine in my books. Well, let's see what the risk to reward was. I didn't even check. Target was down here. Yeah, 1 to 1.69. That's pretty much average. That's max target. I could have closed 1 to 1 basically. What I was looking at myself just to get a move. I hope you're doing well. My analysis for gold today, if 4 hour can close above 2036, means that we will get a pretty good push towards. Yeah, I think I can agree with that, man. I definitely can agree with that. I can agree that if the 4 hour does close above here, you should have a good push here till 2043 first. I would say 2043, and then your 2046. Not sure where you're getting 2046 from, but yeah, anywhere in that zone I agree with. I do agree with your plan here. We do have a setup 3 on gold here though, but with a long wick. With a long wick. See if this 5 wanted to close above. It's closing at. Gold is lagged. Oh, finally moved. Bro is salty. He put $20 of his life saving and lost. Yeah, you know, people don't understand that I'm also here losing too, right? So it's just part of the game, and I have to accept it. I have to accept it. There's nothing I can do. I'm still up. I'm still up for the month, and that's fine. I'm 600% better than I was last year, and that's all that matters to me, right? Last year I lost in January. I was negative percentage last year. This year now, after this loss, I'm up, you know, around 6.8%. Thanks, Harry, for stream. Was worth the shot. Jesus was not on our side today. No, GJ was not on our side. I mean, look at this rip here. This zone is just nasty, and we will get eaten. And I said that from the beginning of the stream, is that, you know, I can't believe this deep it does it, man. Like, literally, where does this need to keep grabbing liquidity from? Like, come on. Give us a chance. Man, it grabs it from here, here, and then all the way down here it needs to grab it. Like, come on. I was very confident with this position here. Super calm in the position. See if any way I could get out of this spot. Even that looked good, right? And then you don't, this is full traps you. Like, even if you manage on 1 minute, like we got beautiful 1 minute structure, broke below, we broke the lows, we closed back in. Fine. Rejection, as long as we respect these highs, it's fine. Then we create a lower low, a lower high, sorry, and then we have the 5 minute open with no bottom wick. And then you sit there and assume that this 5-minute open with no bottom wick should not be an issue because at any time it can flip. Right? You're like, okay, fine, this is just the top wick. And then the top wick didn't stop top wicking. It just went straight. Now it's completely reversed the move in one go. It's crazy price action, but that's what's gonna happen, man. That's outside of my control. As long as I had a way to manage risk, as long as I controlled where I was wrong and where I'm right, that's it. Right? I walk out here with whatever, 0.8 percent loss, and that's it. Is there some form of is there somehow a form we could adapt to breaks of low when it closes at support? Yes, we just need to find a way to identify it. Oh, this guy's back, Polato. You tried to hate last year, brother. You tried to hate last year, but I'm still here. So now you're coming and you're gonna say the same thing. He's not profitable. He only makes money selling, or his services, I guess you can wrap that up as. If he was profitable, he would show a verified track record on my FX book or a broker statements, which watch Iman's video on fake gurus. Thank you very much, brother. And if you don't think I'm profitable, then why are you still here? I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm literally here on live stream showing you guys everything that I do. Like, if you go and check every single trade that's taken on stream, please tell me if this is profitable or not profitable. Please. And tell me how I can fake that. Tell me how I can fake taking a trade live in front of people. So, yes, if I didn't have this, you know, who knows? Who knows? Don't react, not reacting, explaining. Because new people here are going to be like, oh, you know. And the reason why I don't show statements is, first of all, it's private. Second of all, and I'm not saying private as an excuse, I'm saying because I'm not one of these guys who's making 10, 15K a day, 4K a day, 5K a day. I'm really not. All right. I make 1K, 1.5K, good days, 2Ks a day, you know. And that's the way. So I don't need to compete with these guys. And if I start posting that, people say, oh, you make too little. Or, you know, but if I start posting profits, I attract wrong audience. I attract the audience that just wants to be interested in profits. Right? I show people time to time what I make, you know, just for motivational purposes only. Right? I need only for motivational purposes is when I would use it. But I don't want to sit there showing profits and then I attract idiots who are just, you know, looking at profits. I want people to see the trade. Why did he take that trade? I'm more interested to see how he made, because profits is just a change of lot size. Today, someone could have made more for me than me. Someone could have made less than me. Whatever it is. Man, don't listen to these punks. You need to take dollar and go down. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Don't worry. Not showing your profits and only the amount of pips you gained is actually the most notable thing you can do. Yeah, I just need to be careful who I attract. You can see what type of people this attracts. You know? And I'm very far away from being a guru. I think I'm the furthest away. The amount I do for free. But it's okay, man. It's okay. It's okay. I will accept all of the hate for the rest of the day now. Wait till you see the DMs. The DMs are the funniest part. Bro, why did you take that trade? Do you know that I was... It's crazy. I never get a DM when I take a win asking someone to explain how that win worked. That's what you should be focusing on. You should be focusing on why did that trade win? Today, the first thing I thought about when I closed this trade here early, I thought, okay, did I make the right decision today? Did I wait patiently for structure? Yes. Was price inside of a trading zone? Yes. Did we wait for structure before price continuing down, not to FOMO into the lows? Yes. Did price end up breaking the lows? It did. The only mistake which I was in the trade telling you guys actively was that we haven't broke the lows. And if we lost before the lows were broken, I would have said that was on me. I should have been more patient and waited for the 15-minute close. And I would have said that I accept that. That's something I messed up with. But we even got the break of the lows. Then we got the re-break of the lows twice. Right? We re-broke the lows twice. And then we just got this 5-minute candle, FU candle. And some trend I always notice is I lose every single trade that ends up having an FU candle. It just seems to be the way. But when I look at, okay, how can I avoid this? I can't tell you that the next candle is going to do that. Tell me at this point that this thing doesn't look like it wants to go down. Please tell me at this point this thing doesn't look like it wants to go down. And I don't know what it's rejecting of. That's what's mind-boggling to me. What is this? What is this? There's absolutely nothing that I could see. We were below all of this. This is why I even liked it. It's rejecting off an LTA. Yeah, we were below this. 5-minute this is, by the way. 5-minute. Not even on 15-minute. This is 5. 15-minute is clean. That was 5. Right? Let's see behind it. So it's just a really random spot to reject. Look how clean. This is a double LTA. Double LTAs are super accurate. It rejected off the LTA, always happens. It's rejecting off the fair value gap on the hourly. Let's go have a look at your fair value gap. No, that would not count as a fair value gap. No, fair value gap has to be has to fill the whole fair value gap. This is a half filled fair value gap. If you're gonna pull that card on me. Always happens. Did you take this trade, Claudio? Claudio, did you take this trade? Gold valid setup? Oh, it's pushing now. What time is it? Phil, yeah, if you want to be aggressive, you have to go break of 5-minute high. Just be careful that it wants a steeper bottom wick. I'm still waiting. I want to see. This would have been the entry I would have taken, but yeah, this would be break of this 5-minute high. But I'm not too confident on wick fills in London. But yes, in terms of setup, it is valid. So if you want, you could give yourself a shot. Cheers, David, brother. Yes, I took it, and it's the second time I don't respect my plan. You follow your... Actually, Claudio, I don't understand this, man. You're a little bit confusing me today, brother. You sent up here that your plan was to... You told me to use a smallest... Not told me, but you said to use a smaller stop loss. And this was your plan. You said SL can be better based on second trade LTA. So you were planning this trade here. You said your plan here, resistance created below. Here's your resistance created below. This was not below, this closed back above. So technically your plan is resistance created below, which was this, which I agree with. 100% good. So you followed it. And then you're saying this is something you see all the time. Don't know, man. Pullback entry, not right now, because we did this change of structure. Remember what I was saying, how we could basically have price pull back and then respect this zone here, anywhere here, to try one more leg up or to consolidate within here, right? How many times do you trade per day? I take 2 trades mostly. Let's say I give myself 2 opportunities, I would say, because there's normally 2 shots that I have, you know? Very rarely do I see there's like 2 easy opportunities in a same session. Hi, the session was mixed. Because it changed in structure. You were doing a great job. Keep it up. Thank you, brother. Is this not monthly resistance? Maybe. No, we were below it at that point. Well below it. Well below it. We were down here, guys. We were down here. Look, monthly resistance 187. We were all the way down here. In terms of right now, it rejected. No bottom wick. Check your broker, man. Broker has it. Broker's a gap. My broker's a gap. I don't know about yours, but just check what your broker's doing. Take 4. It was EU news. Will he see it this time? We will find out in the next episode. I'm sure if I missed before, probably didn't see it, but I've seen it now. Yeah, the jump up was Euro news here. Shouldn't affect pound like that though. At least if you're ignoring my messages, just say so. Not ignoring your messages, brother. My broker doesn't have a bottom wick? Interesting. Mine does. Mine has this gap, guys. This weird gap here. No bottom wick as well? Yeah, maybe your broker fills in the gaps. Some brokers do that. Can you please recommend a free backtesting website which shows win rate as well? It's very hard to find a free backtesting website that gives you a lot of features. I don't know of any free ones, like completely free. But you can find websites that have demo versions and you can use the demo version. Right? So we have a backtesting software that's coming out and you'll be able to use the demo version, which will tell you your win rate, and the demo will be free, of course. The only difference with demo is you won't get access to months and months and months worth of backtesting data. Oh shit, camera ran out of charge. Anyways, I think that's my call. I'm gonna call it here, guys. Nothing much happening at the moment. We're trying to fake out back in the range. I want to see structure form before trying to take counter trend, and maybe later on I'll be ending up taking buys above 500 here. That definitely could work, especially after this liquidity grab. I think I could see buys above 500. So that is something I'm going to watch here. At the moment, I need more information. I'm not just going to jump right back into another trade here. especially at the bottom of the range. Not going to buy into the bottom of the range on FOMO, thinking that this is going to be a fake out until I see something a little bit more. So it's pretty much what I'm going to wait. Maybe if we can pull back here now and then maybe close above 281 and break these wicks above here at 300. That could maybe be another option just to get here and see what happens. Be break even here and see if you get the push up. Otherwise, you know, later on, continuation down below. Any change of structure here, I'll look for downside moves as well. So that's basically it, guys. So that being said, guys, take care. Have a good day. Appreciate everyone showing up. Unfortunate today, but happens. And yeah, we will just continue following the plan because in that I trust. So with that being said, take care all.